Eyewitness News is highlighting a stage performance that takes us back in time to the Vietnam War.
It's focused on the experience of black soldiers from North Carolina shipped off to a war zone at the height of the civil rights movement. The story also dives into the enduring struggle for many when they returned home.
Your son has been reported killed in action.
I was wounded, but I lived, but my men died.
My son is not dead.
The lieutenant died. He also died in my hands.
In the late 1960s, Ken Dula was a man emerging from the Jim Crow era and into the hope of the civil rights movement, only to be drafted and sent from Durham halfway around the world to fight a war.
I left at the time Dr. King was assassinated. The same week I was on a flight. It really left a pretty bad taste in my mouth.
I've been drafted.
It's a story now on stage coming to Chapel Hill. Just being able to tell that story is an accomplishment for Ken. He knows so many of his brothers never had a chance to tell their story, their life ending in the jungles of Vietnam or left to the streets here at home.
But to some veterans, they never get that second chance because it's a life experience that you just don't shake off overnight.
Brenda Womble is an NC Central professor who heard Ken's story and decided to turn it into a book and a play.
While he was over there in Vietnam fighting a war he knew nothing about. In fact, it was a draft, so it was against his will. There was a war at home. The war at home was horrendous. Dr. Martin Luther King has been assassinated. The streets were just overwhelmed with protesters, burning of cities, and even his cousin. He got a letter in the mail that said that his cousin was dragged by a white man and killed.
The play tells the story of a battle on three fronts: physically in Vietnam, emotionally in the movement for civil rights, and also mentally. Ken trying to hold his life together with the love of his life, Ava.
You don't deserve this.
It's one man's personal story, but also represents the experience of so many other black men who still struggle to this day. But Ken wants them to know there is hope.
Oh, say, can you see?
When you have purpose in your life, I believe that a lot of times from what I went through, death was suspended, that I could tell this story to help some veterans, homeless veterans that are still out there today, that you can learn to cope again.
Lights last gleaming.
Brenda and her cast of actors are staging the play called Guns of Ava for one night tomorrow at 6 p.m. at Chapel Hill High School's Haynes Theater.